It's pretty cool that Mattel named this pacer after Jerome Ramped, who is the brother of Joe Ranft, who voiced Red in the original Cars movie and unfortunately passed away several years ago. Now, why they didn't name this pacer after Joe himself is a complete mystery to me, because personally, I think it would have been more honorable for them to name a character after the deceased brother rather than the one that is still living. However, I still think it's cool that they honored the family, and I kind of have two explanations why they didn't name this car Joe Ramped. First of all, maybe they have another character down the line that they'll name Joe something else. I mean, I kind of doubt they would call it Joe Ramped, because then it would technically have to be a brother of this pacer right here, and I kind of doubt that. Or the other explanation is that it's some sort of legal concern where they can't get permission because Joe Ranft is deceased. Those are the only explanations I can come up with. If you guys know really why they did, or some reasonable explanations, please let me know. I'd love to know. So now let's get on with the review here of Jerome Ramped, a new character in the Oil Rig Getaway series. Now he is in 2016 case G. As you can see there, I actually do have a box for the case because I just went to Target yesterday. They just brought out a case for me, case G. Was able to snag all these guys. They also had case H on the pegs. And they had case H on the pegs, and I actually asked them if they had any more, and they brought out case G. So I was able to get an extra Jerome as well, and a few other cars in the case as well. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to review this car with the other case G cars because he does not have an Amazon link official to Mattel. So it never came in stock for only $3.99. And that is the straight reason why I haven't been able to review him yet. But now I finally bought one off eBay, received it last week, and now I found another one. So it seems like this case is becoming pretty easy to find in the United States. I know it's also been found in Australia, probably some other places as well. Now I really do like the art for him. It's really cool looking. Of course, he is in the Oil Rig Getaway series. There is the annoying Cars Daredevil Garage app logo. He is number 3 out of 8 in the series. On the back here, you can see Finn McMissile dodging an explosion. The description for the series reads, "The Lemons think they've trapped Finn McMissile on an oil rig, but the secret agent plummets into the ocean for a dramatic escape." And you can just see instructions for the app on the back here. Very, very annoying. Now, don't really have much else to say about the package here. I am just super excited to get this guy out of the package because the pictures that I have seen loose for him just look amazing. And let's get him open. As you saw in the time lapse, Jerome had tape on the blister, making him much more difficult to get open. So I definitely recommend opening any cars with tape on them from the bottom so you can get a better grip on it and kind of flip the blister around like this. I mean, it helps a little bit, but either way you open a car with tape, there's going to be some damage to the card back. So if you're like me and save all of your card backs, you're kind of out of luck in this situation, but there's nothing we can really do because Mattel is consistent with putting this tape on the blisters. I mean, I kind of think the situation is resolved. I don't really think all these cars actually need the tape for the blister to stay attached, but Mattel just keeps on putting it on. So hopefully, maybe the next case with Vic Vanley, there will not be any tape on any cars anymore because this tape is extremely annoying. It's just terrible, and sometimes when you take pictures of the cars, there's these odd reflections because the tape is shiny. But nonetheless, let's get on with the review here of Jerome Ramped. He is looking amazing out of the package, and I actually kind of realized that he has a matte finish to him. rather than the glossy finish that a lot of other cars have. As you can see, Acer here, he has more of a glossy finish. His paint shines with the light when it reflects on him, but Jerome, it doesn't, because he's got kind of a matte finish. You can really kind of see it here on the roof, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like all lemons should have that, or at least the dirty ones, the kind of henchmen, they should have it, because they're been in all these fights before. And as you can see here, Jerome used to be kind of like a reddish maroon pacer, and he's got this oxidation on the hood here. It's become gray, a little bit darker maroon, so that's pretty cool detailing. But for the rest of him, he's basically clean except for this dirt around the fenders here. And the rest of him really is not that bad a shape, because if you remember with Stefan Gremsky, he had all this green spattered on him, and he had an extra door there that's yellow. So for being a pacer here, he's actually not in too bad a shape. Now, as you can see, he has a torch right here, a nice gray torch. It's pretty detailed. I really like it. And it kind of extends down to the bottom here. It's attached at the base and attached under the fender there. You can see that there's a little bit of an insert there where it's attached. Now, he has this visor on to protect himself from the flame. And it is also pretty detailed with a lot of dirt. So I assume that he's used this a lot. So it kind of flips up like that, and this is where I really like Jerome. The expression looks amazing. It looks just like it is on the card. He's looking down to the right. I just love it so much. It looks great when he has the visor flipped up. I don't really care for it like that because you can't really see the expression, but when it's flipped up like this, it looks just so cool. I'm really happy about it. So as we move on to the back here, you can see Pacer right there by the hood in black text. He does have road hug tires, which most Pacers do have those tires. A few other cars in the universe do as well. On the back you can see these kind of canisters, which are pretty cool. I like them a lot. They're pretty detailed. They have a little bit of brown around them, but other than that, they're just gray plastic. Now, I remember on Acer with Torch, as you can see right here, the canisters actually came out of the little basket right there. I don't really want to go all the way, but I remember they did, yeah, see, they came out like that. They weren't like glued in there or anything. They were just kind of attached by this wire right here. For Jerome, I don't really think that's the case because I don't really want to yank it out, but I don't feel like it would ever come out. But they are different units there. As you can see, the basket on Jerome is much bigger than the basket on Acer, and the tanks are also a little bit different. So I'm kind of happy about that, actually, that they changed up the way that they produce the canisters and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I also forgot to mention he's got a rusty bumper there. That's another detail that Mattel added on him. Looks very, very nice. Can't see his license plate because the basket is covering it. And now let's check out PD Pacer here, who is another Pacer with a torch. He's got this glossy finish as well. Looks like his system for the canisters is the same as Acer. So it looks like they didn't really switch it until this year. Let's check out what Stefan Gremsky has. Yep, it looks like his canisters are the same as Jerome. So that means that they just changed it this year to this new kind of form of the canisters. Because if you remember, Acer here was released in 2012. PD was released in 2013. So now both of these here in 2015 or 16, I should say, have this new style of basket. Now we will be receiving one more lemon with torch and visor, which is Towga Gremlin, who is like a reddish gremlin that actually looks really sweet. I can't wait to get him. Now, if you guys don't remember where Jerome here appeared in the movie, it was at the oil rig Getaway, of course, where Finn McMissile was on the helipad, whatever you call it, and then he bounced off. And that's really when there were these 3 lemons with torches that were right in front of him, ready to like flame him up or something. And there were 3. Stefan Gremsky, Jerome Ramped was right front and center, and Towga Gremlin was over here on our left. So they've basically released all 3 of the main ones. We just need Towga now, so that's pretty cool. I'm happy that they're releasing more of the main lemons that we actually saw in the movie, rather than the one that was like all the way back here, because we didn't even see that one. So that really is all for the review here of Jerome Ramped. He looks awesome. Gotta have him without the visor on. He looks so much better in my opinion. I love that expression. But But before we end the video, I have to do some shout outs for the contest that I had in my Sunday's video part 2. Now, a lot of people thought that I was referring to the 6 cars in part 2 that were loose right here, but I clearly stated that it was part 1, so I don't really know why people were saying part 2. But it was the 5 cars in part 1, which were Rusty Raciz, Fillmore, Mrs. A King, Doc Hudson, and Red. And the correct answer to the correlation of all 5 of those was that their actors have died in the past few years. It's very disappointing, but those are the 5 main ones, and probably the only ones, because I don't really know of any other actors that voice cars in the movie that died. So it's very unfortunate, but those are the 5 right there. So congratulations to Chad Anderson. You got the correct answer. Also Dinoco Blue 43 and Diecast Reviews. They all make amazing cars videos and reviews, so I highly recommend checking their channels out. The links will be down below. Again, they all make great videos. Check them out. If you like mine, you'll probably like theirs as well. So thanks for watching my review here of Jerome Ramped. Let me know in the comment section below which lemon with torch is your favorite. We've got Stefan Gremsky, we've got Jerome here, we've got PD Pacer, who does not have a removable or a kind of a move. I don't know, it doesn't have a mobility feature to it for the visor, so that's cool that they added it for these two. So let me know what your favorite is. Mine is Jerome. So I'll see you guys all on Thursday for another video. See you guys then. Bye now.